What's up, everybody? It's your boy Robbie Dagger, back for another episode of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. This time, I really just wanted to talk about Lightning, honestly. Everybody keeps asking, yo, why is Lightning so strong? She's so strong. Uh, is she feature proof? There's a lot of questions going around about Lightning. And in this episode, I think I'm going to get into all that for you. Um, First thing you can kind of see here is I've been kind of working on my Lightning. She's up to like 636 attack. I've been doing some minor upgrades, little housekeeping. I got some of my TMs done. Basically, is what happened. So, um, yeah, let's get right to it. Let's just show you what's up with my Lightning. Show you why she's so strong and why I think she's gonna be strong for like pretty much like a long time, hands down. If you have her, if you're lucky enough to have her, like you're just really lucky, or like really you got some money, because her chances are really low, and she's awesome. She's gonna like change your change the way you can play this game pretty much if you have her. And the reason why she's so good, I'm gonna talk about a couple of different things, but there's a couple of reasons why she's really good. The first thing I would say is that her base stats are off the chain. Um, she comes in, set up pretty nice to do some physical damage. But that's not really even the focus of what I want to talk about today. She also has a lot of. In other words, I don't want to talk about base stats a whole lot because, base stats are base stats. But she does have a whole lot of equipment choices, which basically helps her in a way that really brings down a lot of other characters. For example, if you were to compare Lightning to COD, COD can use like what, maces or something. So it's like I think her best weapon is maces. Come on, COD. So that's a big thing. Being able to use the strongest weapons in the game, and right now the strongest weapons are like katanas and great swords. It seems like. With the exception of a few TMs. If you can get some TMs, some units that have specific TMs, then you might have better chances. It really just depends on your luck and your rolls, honestly, and your TMs. Um, Other than that, the stuff that you can like make and buy is kind of junk. You're gonna be stuck at like 30, 40 attack. So you really do got to run these events to get like the stronger gear that comes out. Um, enough about that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is swords, great swords, katanas are basically like the strongest weapons right now in the game. There is a really strong gun out, and there's a pretty strong, what is it, a throwing knife type deal. But as you can see, Lightning can use pretty much everything. She's hooked up, you guys. She can use everything. Lances, all the good stuff. Anything strong that you have, she's gonna be able to use it. So that's part of why she's so good. The other thing is, I didn't realize this. I never looked up Lightning or whatever when I got her, and I was just kind of playing her. I was expecting to have to put a dual wield on her, but she naturally gets dual wield. You guys, what? 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 She naturally gets dual wield? What in the world? Gumi, have you played Final Fantasy 13? She does not actually ever dual wield. Whoa! I take that back because when you use her limit break, she can dual wield. So I guess she can kind of dual wield, but she really generally doesn't. She's not seen in her sprite dual wielding. I don't know where dual wield came from. I think they just wanted to make her a god, a goddess, I guess. So they gave her dual wield. But basically, at level 100, she's gonna get dual wield. Level 100 6-star. I'm sorry. She's gonna get dual wield, and that's really part of why she's so amazing. She gets 4, materia slots, and you're not gonna have to waste one of these slots with dual wield. So you can put anything else there, anything else. So it's like, it's crazy. I've played every game with lightning in it. Yeah, I just admitted that. But the point is, she never dual wields. Not really. I mean, not really. That's all I'm saying. But it's awesome. I'm not complaining. I promise. It's awesome that she can dual wield because it lets you put the best stuff on her. She can dual wield two great swords if you wanted to. But that's really one of the biggest things, the biggest reason why she's so awesome. She does have, as you can see, I kind of started getting this TM farmed. It's Aurora Scarf. I would say it's a kind of mediocre TM. You definitely want to focus on uh, Zidane's dual wield or uh, Blade Mastery from Chizuru or some strong weapons before you wanted to focus on getting Aurora Scarf. As you can see, I kind of on accident got her up to 82%, which is unfortunate. I was misinformed and I thought the Scarf gave you double turns, like so you would get to have one turn twice, but that is not what it does, you guys. What it does is it gives you a normal attack. Your normal attack's going to hit twice. So it's like a dual wield, but you don't actually have the benefits of the extra weapon. So and it only affects your normal attack, and normal attacks are not good in this game, you know? So I would say don't worry too much about her TM. It does give like +3 defense, but there's such better stuff out there, you guys. I wouldn't worry about her TM too much. She does come with like the ability to use all kinds of magics. She's she's attack focused, you guys, attack based. She does come with like Cura though, which can help you in a pinch. Like, come on, like that's a great for any character to have Cura. So she does come with that. That's gonna help out. She also has like a few magic spells. Nothing really. Like she's got Thundaga. I mean, of course she's lightning. She's gotta have Thundaga. Um, let's see. What else did I want to say about her right here? So TM's, eh. Kind of talking about her skills. That's really, I think, the nail on the hammer. It's like the final finishing touches to that masterpiece that is lightning. Is all the skills she has. She has actually access to every single, not every single element, but all the basic elements. And she has an 190% AOE damage. Ice, fire, what is it? Wind. I think the wind one. Let me think. Oh yeah, ice, fire, and wind. So her ice, fire, and wind attacks that she has, they're called electric blitz. No, I'm sorry, heat blitz, ice blitz, arrow blitz. Those do 190% of her attacks. Her attack stats. Um, you know, that element damage against your enemy. So that's gonna help you so much when it comes to chaining. I want to kind of bring up her chaining because it's like I don't know, it's a timing thing, and it's something you kind of have to get good at. You have to practice, and you have to be really good with, getting your chains off the way you want to perfectly every single time, especially if you're using characters that aren't just plain mages, because they have attack animations that you have to worry about, and it gets really weird. But I'm not super great at it, but what happens with lightning is she does this animation, and then her element of choice will come out, and you kind of have to time your magic with that. So it's kind of weird. But she is awesome for chaining. If you can get those attacks off, you're gonna be doing some amazing damage against your enemies, you guys. And then she gets a 200% AOE thunder hit. Of course, her thunder hit's about 10% stronger, which is something important to realize about lightning. Because if say the enemy has no elemental resistance, or you get an imperil off and you have all of a sudden all elemental resistance down, then you might benefit from using the lightning's electric blitz over any of the other element blitzes, just because of the 10%, as long as your enemy doesn't have, you know, resistance to one of those other, not a resistance, but a weakness to one of those other elements. But 200% base AoE Thunder physical attack is what Electric Blitz is. I can show it to you. Sorry, I'm not kind of not showing you these, but where are they? Oh, that's weird, you guys. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Electric Blitz. So this bad boy hurts. That's why it cost. I kind of wondered why it costed like 3 more MP, but it's because it's gonna do an extra 10% more damage. But I think what's really beautiful about this, what's really great about Lightning, even past all that, is she still has Area Blast, which is gonna give you basically it's great. Sorry about the music if y'all can hear that on the recording. But Area Blast basically is an AoE hit. It's kind of like Blade Blitz. I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure on if it gives you like a damage, if it has like an extra damage buff to it. It might, but it's basically just like a Blade Blitz. It's like a AoE physical attack, regular attack type deal. But what really makes Lightning great, what really makes Lightning's Lightning so much better is her ability Crushing Blow, which does 270% physical attack in 3 turns of negative minus 25% thunder resist for your enemy. Guys, so 270% physical attack damage, clearly her strongest attack. Basically, only 20% weaker than her limit break. With arguably, a better buff in some cases. So you're going to do 270% physical attack, and then you're going to have 3 turns of minus 25% physical resistance. So you're going to be able to turn that around and hit them with Lightning Blitz, or start chain lightninging, or something like that, which could be amazing. So she definitely gives you a lot of elemental options, which even some of the newer characters, even the newer 6 stars coming out now, and the ones that are becoming 6 stars, they don't have these types of options like Lightning has. Lightning's a beast, you guys. She's a beast. Other notable attacks she has, we talked about Kira, how she can, do an AoE heal for your party. It's not the best heal, but it could help you in a pinch if you really needed it. She also has, she's got a Speed of Light and Counter Blow. I want to talk a little bit about these. Speed of Light gives you a 30% chance to avoid physical attacks. So already she's got a 30% chance to just dodge an attack. And then Counter Blow is a 30% chance, it's counter basically, so a 30% chance to counter with a physical attack of her own. So, Lightning with her 2 weapons, she's going to do a pretty decent counter attack because of, her damage, and she's going to do it twice, so it's pretty devastating if you get countered by a Lightning. I'm sorry, before I mentioned the Area Blitz, I did want to say that isn't 180% increase to her attack stat, so it is a bonus. Pretty big bonus, too. She's got that auto refresh, which is going to let her heal 5% of her MP every turn. Come on, guys, that's almost OP. So she's going to, kind of restore her MP on her own, which is good for her. That crushing blow that we talked about, we kind of haven't talked about MP, but lightning's pretty good. She's pretty balanced. Crushing blow though will drain your MP if you're using it repeatedly. It's got 45 MP per use on it, guys, so it's a lot. You're gonna have to be popping some ethers or something if you're having to use that every turn for a prolonged fight. So in the future, there's also an ability called Thunderfall that people are saying it's going to be coming during the FF13 event. Um, basically, if you follow Japan and their model of like, if you use their how they got their stuff and what they got as a model, then we're probably going to get Thunderfall during the FF13 event, and that's going to be an exclusive one-time thing you can only get during that event. Basically what that is, I don't want to talk about it too much, but what that will be is a materia that does 210% AoE thunder magic and attack and AoE. I'm sorry, no, it's just a 210% AoE thunder magic attack. That is AoE, but it lowers thunder resistance for all enemies by 50%. So it's pretty epic. It's like crushing blow on drugs, or on steroids, I guess, because that is, 50% is gonna make those thunder chains like broken, you guys, like just totally broken. Like you're gonna be murdering stuff before it has a chance to go. You're gonna be one-turning stuff in this, with everything. So pretty good stuff. I want to say in the future, she's pretty damn future-proof. I want to talk about that a little bit. There's a couple new units that just came out. We just had Lunith. We just had what's that girl's name? Elza. And Lunith is pretty great, but he doesn't have. I'll show you Lunith. I was lucky enough to somehow get him as well. My Stingray world, you guys. So mine's not nearly as strong. He's getting kind of lightning's leftovers. But I want to show you that he gets. I want to show you his attacks compared to lightning's. He doesn't get anywhere near the amount of abilities and attacks that lightning gets. He's actually a little plain in a way, because his best move is pretty great, Cut Through, which does the partial unmitigated damage to one enemy. And since he also dual wield, he's another one of those that gets dual wield naturally, which is right now this is why he's top tier for damage, even above lightning. Among other reasons, I don't want to do a Lunith spotlight, but what I want to say about Lunith is he can hit everybody, but he's not doing these chains, these element chains, you guys. And I think that's the big thing that's gonna make a humongous difference between lightning and any new units that come out in the future. They're not going to be nearly as useful as lightning because of the fact that lightning can basically do it all. She's a one-man army, you guys. I bet anything you could, put her solo on a team and clear probably, a pretty strong one, of course, and probably clear most content, that the game has to offer. Like, I'm pretty sure I could run this setup right here and, stomp stuff. That's all I'm saying. Like, she's a monster. And I think she's going to continue to be a monster for a long time. Right now, there's not much better than her, or... I mean, even in the Japan rankings, guys, she's still up there. She's still very high up there. She's still like 96% or something like that. And... I mean, I'm not 96%. Rated like 96 out of 100. So she's still very high up there. Even on the Japan, who who are, you know, they're more advanced along in their game than we are in global. So that's just a couple of things I wanted to say about Lightning. Sorry if I made this super long. I'm probably gonna have to make it super short. So if you have any comments, want to see me do something stupid, or I don't know, you know what to do, guys. You know what to do. You've done this long enough. This ain't your first time on YouTube, is it? Alright guys, thanks for watching another episode of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius with Robbie Dag.